Welcome to a new video, guys, and in this video we'll be looking into mixing Afro house music. So before we go into mixing Afro house music, just like from our previous video, I've told you that Afro house, melodic techno, progressive house, indie dance, techno, they all follow a structure or a pattern of addition and subtraction. So every 8 bars there is an addition of elements, and every 8 bars usually it goes up to 8 32, and then we go into subtraction. After 32 again there's subtraction, or sometimes it's not a rule, but generally they follow an addition and subtraction method. Now in this addition and subtraction method, it can be addition of drum instruments like shakers, hi-hats, percussive elements, or percussion elements, anything it could be. And then it could also be a musical elements like your pads, strings, melody, guitar, synthesizer, anything. Every 8 bars they keep adding. If you're starting the song from the intro, especially if you're listening to extended mixes, do not try to understand your Afro house music trying to listen on Spotify or Apple Music, or they usually don't have extended mixes over there. You need to specifically search for extended mix of that particular track, and then you get the extended mix. But yes, so in extended mixes we get to see this. Every 8 bars is an addition of something going on. Now after 32 bars, usually there's a major change which is supposed to happen, but not every time. But yes, 32 is usually the mark where usually a lot happens. One addition or all the addition of drums. If let's say addition of drums have been happening every 8 bars, after 32 bars all the addition of drums will be done. After 32 bars, a melodic instruments of addition will start coming in. So again, this is not really a straightforward science or straightforward thing to really know. It's all about listening to particular track and understanding. But know this, it's as simple as this, that they follow addition and subtraction. Now in this addition and subtraction, now we know over here, after I think 32 plus 8 plus 8, 48 bars. After 48 bars, the core theme of the song is starting. Until this, there was nothing really happening. If you really notice, 8 bars, let's jump. So after 8 bars here, nothing added. Just some kind of a SFX thing going on, sci-fi effects thing. And then after 16 bars, let's see what's happening. Yes, after 16 bars now, still nothing happened over here. If you notice, there's no addition happening, so it's very monotonous. But maybe after 24 bars it's going to happen. No, not really. Oh yeah, there's an addition of pads. I can hear pads, but okay, but it's very subtle. So after 32 bars, we have the bass line. That's pretty evident over here now. We also have a lot of addition of other instruments also. And it's going on. After 48 bars, we have the core theme starting. Right? The core theme of the song has started. Now all of this is all good. Doesn't really matter. It's all good. Addition is happening. Addition, subtraction, or addition, just addition. And now we go into the break of the song. And now this is the break and the core elements happening. And then we have your drop over here. It's more of vocal over here. African vocal. This is going on. Almost for 32 bars it goes on. It's still going on. And usually in the genres, what I've noticed is it's more about the loop extending. It's still going on, this similar thing. Wow, it's almost 64 bars. The vocal has stopped. The singing of the vocal has stopped. Only the vocal chop is kind of a thing. Vocal chop kind of thing is going on. Now it has entered the subtraction mode. Now it is going towards the outro. So now we get to see the subtraction part of it. The subtraction part is pretty evident, or pretty, straightforward. Now this is going on till here. The vibe is still there. It's a pretty extended. Yeah, he's following pretty long transitions into elements. But all of this again is outro. And in the last 16 bars, there is no bass line. Okay, Now in this particular song also, which is a remix by Harry Styles' Watermelon Sugar, it's a remix by Dimitri Molosh, unofficial remix. Okay, yeah, obviously it has to be unofficial. Over here also, if you see, for 24 bars, nothing has happened. The rhythm is going on the same way. Now after 32 bars, a melodic instrument got added. Then after 32 plus 16, 48 bars, we have a new bass line, I think, is got added. Yeah, I think so. And then again after 16 bars, clap got added. A new melodic instruments are slowly adding up. The volume is opening up. Melodic vocal also is being added up. And again after 62 bars, the same thing is happening. You can feel the melody is opening up here. Right, the melody is slowly opening up in volume, and it's basically the filter, but if you're not from the music production background, you wouldn't really know. It's opening up, and then it finally goes into a break. It's a pretty nice break, pretty long though. Now this is going on. There's a build up, pretty nice build up, and it's leading you towards this attention part, and then the release of that. Pretty nice and dark. Very minimalistic drum elements. Now again after 16 bars, if I'm not wrong, the major drum instruments begin. Yeah, the 16 bars are over here, and now another melodic instrument got added. Now this is going to go on. Yeah, for 32 bars it's going on, and then finally, yeah, now it is entering into the outro part of it, so the subtraction mode of it. Now let's mix these two songs. Enough of understanding these. Oh, it's almost 7 minutes. Okay. So if I have to mix this song, we have already understood that this interesting, or the core theme of the song, is going on for a very long time. And this song actually begins somewhere from here, and the opening up is not really happening till here. So we can start the song from here. If I would have to start, I would start it from here. Let's do this. I'm going to keep it at 126. Okay, the sync is on from the previous one, but okay. So this, I'm going to skip all of this. I already have a C marker ready. So if I'm not wrong, that C marker is 32 bars after the drop has started, or after the beats has started. And before I start, I'm checking the volume meters at 0 over here. Great. This is also reaching 0, which is great. And now something important which you need to know is that when you're cutting the low of the second track, the volume meter should drop one light, which should be at -3. So if it is doing that, then you're doing it right. Your volume leveling is almost great. And master is also reaching only 0, so that's great too. So this is going on, don't mess with it. A lot of times I see a lot of beginner DJs, they try to mix the other song in at this point. They swap the bass lines, man. That is very wrong. Use the bass line. They are in relevant keys, they are not in the same key. G minor and D minor are relative keys. So it will sound good if you use the bass line of this. And now if you notice, now we have entered the subtraction part. The elements have, a lot of elements have quietened down, and a lot of elements are opening up over here. So you see we have a nice momentum, flat momentum. We do not have a wavy momentum which is going complete down and up. Don't get it up, because it's going to go into the break, and when it goes into break, a lot of volume disappears. So you can also see the volume dropping here. So So at this point, when a lot of volume is gone down, you can push it up already completely up. And now let's understand. Now over here, only the kick is going on and some percussive tom elements are going on. And over here nothing is going on, so get the bass line up, because there's no bass line in this particular song. Now let's zoom out of the waveform and put a loop. I want to extend this for a reason. Now let's do the same thing what I did before in the previous video. Yeah, that one didn't really go as I thought it would go. But let's go back 8 bars. Yeah, let me redo this. So it was something like this. And now this is a lot better. I should have ended it at the tension part. And now we are into the next song of it. So that's pretty much it. And now if you want to have another song ready, you can load the next song in. And you know now that the major part of this drop is starting from here, and it's going to go on till here, which is 32 bars. And then you load up the next track in and set it up to like in a way where the momentum is in a flat. It's not going way too up and down. And see, if you just noticed over here before, there was a volume spike. There was a 2 dB volume spike. I'll show it again. No, that didn't really happen. Oh yeah, it happened. Yeah, that's okay. If the volume spikes a little bit like that, it's all right. But I tend to make sure I'm reaching 0 dB marker, that one yellow marker or orange marker. According to whatever console you have, the colors might change a little, but yes, that 0 dB is what I tend to be at. Now that's it for this video. I hope you all had a lot of understanding how to read the music and understand them. You don't always have to start at the first beat of the track. So let's say if I've started this song, let's say, okay, if I follow this again, yeah. At the drop, I'll start this. Now at this point I see a lot of DJs do this. This is not something which you have to do. I see DJs do this, okay? They'll cut the bass of this. You see, there is no kick, sorry, there is no bass line here. It's only kick or the beat. The volume is also a little bit spiking, but you can see it's not really sounding that great. See the difference? See, this keeps the momentum, melody and the vibe going on. But this is what happens when you're in a hurry to do the transition. Do not be in a hurry to do the transition. So see how slowly I'm going to do the transition, okay? Take your own sweet time. Yeah, when I say take your own sweet time, doesn't mean you take almost eternity to do the transition. Understand the addition and subtraction and then do it. Now it has started to enter the subtraction point over here, and this is going into the addition point. Still better. See, I have taken almost 1.5, almost 2 minutes, and this volume has not yet come in. It's not clashing anywhere with any element. The people are nicely grooving and vibing. There's a nice flow going on. The bass line is amazing over here, man. I like this. But again, remember, now we are reaching the end of the waveform. So that means somewhere over here, the bass line is going to end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a marker in. I'm going to be ready with my loop. Because what I want to do over here is, I want to extend it. I'm going to cut mids and highs and so I'm using the bass line and this of this and then this over here. Now, the only difference from my first transition and this transition is that it's taking a long time. There's a dip now in the energy and the momentum of your transition. There's a complete dip now. Even though the transition is amazingly smooth, but you can notice the dip. Exit out of the loop, we don't need it anymore because when the point over here, this is going, there's no bass line. See, there's no bass line. This has entered the break. So you can get this up. And you can let it die down on its own. You don't have to really do anything. If the phrasing are correct, when this is ending, this is also going to start something else. See, we don't really have to do anything much over here. See. So this is what I used to do before, like a couple of years back, taking long. There is a complete dip now. And you will lose audience interest on the dance floor. There's no momentum of energy. So make sure you understand the structures, make sure you understand everything, and then try to mix in and out of the tracks. So this is it for today's videos. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you got to learn a lot. And if you have any questions or anything, you can make sure you comment down below. And if you want to learn more about DJing, make sure you check out our website, destinyschoolofdj.com. We have online as well as offline classes. Online from anywhere in the world, you can take the classes with us. And for offline, our studio is located in Hyderabad. It's the same part, but yes, it's located in India, Hyderabad. And yes, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Let's go.